important to be on time, to be professionally dressed and ready and prepared for an interview. I think it's important to have your resume ready to go and available for the recruiter, everything up to date and correct. I also appreciate when students are professional during the interview process and are speaking appropriately, and that do give me their full time and attention during the interview.
When students look for opportunity inside of a business instead of just looking for a job, I can immediately throw away anybody who just comes in looking for a job because they need a job and they like the industry, but they've never really researched my company or know who my clients are or know anything about us or what we're trying to accomplish in our company, which they can easily find online.
I think another thing that sets people apart is doing your homework and really knowing about us and asking interesting questions and challenging questions.
I think there's a couple things that students can do to set themselves apart. One is being prepared and coming to the interview ready, having done research on the company. I think another thing that really sets a student apart is ones that really understand what's going on in the industry and can speak of that within the interview. I always tell students to set up Google alerts about the companies that they're interested in, and that way they'll get alerts on what's going on within the media within that company, and then you can read all of those things that are going on and create questions from there.
The more intricate a question can be about the company and what we're going through, I think the more it shows the interest and the enthusiasm from the person across the table.
I think what sets a student apart during an interview is just the idea of engagement, being confident in what they're talking about and knowing what they want to get out of the interview and what the employer wants to get, doing research about the opportunity that they're interviewing for, just having a general knowledge base, and so preparation is really important.
I look for candidates that are really engaged in the interview, someone that has energy and enthusiasm, but also someone that isn't sitting far back in their chair. They're really alert and aware of what's going on, and truly engaged in the process.
Really, it's about can they establish a relationship with me during the interview. Really big on trying to understand if they could sit down across from me at Capital One in a typical meeting and really kind of have a convincing, inspiring, and just really kind of a good intellect about how they present their information. You got to have eye contact. As I'm probably looking around a little bit, but you have to have eye contact, but you don't have to stare the person in the eye. Just have a comfortable conversation.
You get an interview because of your resume and because of your experience. But once you're in the interview, what really sets you apart, I think, is your personality and how you articulate what you've done in a way that's engaging.
I think I look for students that can speak articulately, who can really display their experience and also their passion for our company.
You don't need to fill every second with some sort of work. You don't need to have likes, it comes out. I've probably said a couple myself, but you really just need to maybe take a second, collect your thoughts. No one's gonna take points away for having a nice, composed, collected response.
A lot of interviewers will ask more behavioral type questions. They'll give you situations and how you would handle those situations, and I think if you can take your experiences from your work and personal life and extracurriculars to give those solid examples to show how you act in certain situations really can help.
We like to ask people logical questions, and we like to see how they respond to the question. So kind of be prepared for kind of a quizzing.
Sometimes getting the same repetitive answer, either from a particular class or a particular project, sometimes that can get, I don't know that it gives the candidate the proper service. I feel like if they were to be a little bit more diverse with their explanations, give them a little bit more color as a candidate of some of the different diversity they have in their lives with music or different activities, I think that would really help paint the picture of them better. Be prepared. Do mock interviews beforehand. Don't let this be your first time. don't let someone surprise you with a question. A lot of the questions that I think a lot of companies use can be found online, and if you practice with a roommate or yourself even, I think you could be more certain.